This is exercise number 9 in the Paint with Lens series of short lessons. Today we'll paint a scene of just sky and grass with some flowers, and you'll have the opportunity to add to that scene later. I have my canvas ready and I've marked off an area about 16 by 24 inches. For the sky we have 3 colours and white. We start with our white paint, and this is the undercoat for the sky. I use a crisscross brush stroke at the top of the sky and long brush strokes at the bottom of the sky. You can put your paint on quickly by using a painting knife. And then come back later with a brush and spread it all out with a crisscross brush stroke. I'm using a little bit of warm red as a tint here. Add a little bit more white to the bottom of the sky and keep your sky white at the bottom. Then by adding a little bit of raw sienna below the sky, you can brush it up into the sky. This will give us that glow. Keep adding your darker tones to the top of the sky, but do keep away from the middle of the bottom of the sky where we need the white colour. My acrylic paint keeps drying, so I'll give it a little spray with water. That makes it a lot easier. Add the white, keep adding the white, keep that brilliant colours in the middle of the sky. And you can clean your brush down here if you wish. Then I'll add some ultramarine blue to the top of the sky, crisscross brush stroke and blend it into the red. This will give us a purple, a violet purple. Work your paint well into the canvas and make sure you finish right into the corners. And all the time concentrating on our glow in the middle. We'll have a rather plain sky. Brush out your brush strokes, but leave some there because they do look like a little bit of cloud. I've gone a little bit darker there, but that's okay. That's on the edge of the painting. So I'll come back over it again with white and brush the white in to tone it down. And then we'll add a few more colours. All the time watching that I keep that white glow in the middle. Not bright enough. You will notice that my brush strokes are all at the same angle. You can have them all that way or you can have them all that way, but do make sure they're all at a constant angle. Don't overwork your sky, keep a few brush strokes showing. Now for our mountain line, I'll mark it in with raw sienna. Keep pleasant curves. Ultramarine blue over the top, and that'll give us a green for the distant mountains. Don't go up and down like a zigzag. Have pleasant long curves. This will give you a lot of distance. Then with the white, we'll blend it down to the tone we need. Backwards and forwards, long brush strokes to get a pleasant curve toned down to make it look like it's a long way away. Brush your red in, coming towards you. My paint is very dry. I'll probably put a bit of water on here. Tone it down with the white to get a glow in the middle of your picture. Brush it in. Now that's the red soil, the Australian outback, and as it comes towards us it gets very dark, so we'll use the ultramarine blue in the foreground and the red in the background to give us our undercoat for the soil. You'll notice now when I mix the two colours together it gives us a very dark colour, almost brown purple. That's the ultramarine blue and the warm red. Just lay your paint on top of each other. Don't keep brushing. Now we'll introduce another colour, warm yellow, and we'll mix a little bit of blue in it to give us a green and a bit of white to lighten it up. Don't mix your colours completely. Here we'll mix a few colours. There's a red to a pink and a bit of blue. We'll have a light blue tone also. And with these we can paint the flowers. And with my scruffy old house painting brush, we'll load it with dark on one side, light on the other, and dab, dab, dab along the horizon line. Just keep your eye right on the horizon line. Don't worry about what's happening down here. Dab, 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 and that's our flowers all along the horizon. So you work right across your background like a typewriter. work across and then come back. Do this all over the background and slowly move forward. When your brush starts running out of paint, your foliage won't look so crispy. So clean your brush, reload it and go over that area and make it look crispy. Keep working like this right across the background. Dab, 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 dab. While you're doing this, concentrate on your perspective. Have little tiny dabs in the distance, and as they come towards you, they get bigger and more vibrant. Also, in the distance, your little dabs are quite dull. When they come towards you, they can be very vibrant, very colourful. So keep working like this and practice your brush stroke. Practice double loading your brush with dark and light and dab, 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 dabbing. You can use this brush stroke on many occasions for foliage and flowers. In the foreground here will become very bright. I'm using straight warm yellow and we'll turn it into grass. We have some grass here right at our feet. And the grass can be all different colours. It can be blue and white, yellow and white, red and white, whatever you wish. This painting of sky and flowers can be a finished arrangement as it is. Have a few more brilliant colours in the foreground, and with the pretty sky, that's enough. That looks rather nice, and it's interesting enough on its own. But if you prefer to put something in it, you can put birds, or you could put trees, or if you wish you can make an African scene with a leopard in a tree. But I prefer a rather romantic scene with two young people in the sunset.